and a very good afternoon to the fellow judges. We are Team Smksbu Tawatara, and today we'll be presenting to you our eco-revolution idea, which is called Gripster. Now, let's meet our team. I'm Raja Khadija, which I'll be presenting throughout this whole meeting as we are currently very busy and we don't have time to present one by one. We have Sanya and also Raja Aisha. Now, as for our problem statement is that we have too much cumulative plastic production. It's getting out of hand. Furthermore, the plastic production causes plastic pollution as we don't reuse the plastic produced. Lastly, is that plastic mismanagement, as mentioned before, we don't reuse it, hence it's just going to be a waste of space, or a waste as a whole. Now, here are a few articles that were uploaded based on Malaysia's plastic pollution, which is that Johor wants better laws on water pollution. As you can see in the picture, there are plenty of rubbishes that are mainly out of plastics. And then furthermore, World Water Vision report says that there is a water crisis today, but the crisis is not about having too little water to satisfy our needs, but it's a crisis of managing water so badly that billions of people and the environment suffer badly. Now, let me explain why getting rid of rubbishes is important. First of all, it can harm ecosystems, wildlife, and humans. It can also cause some marine animals to ingest the smaller plastics and then choke and then starve. And an overall view or a general view, it reduces pollution, reduces our biosphere, protects endangered species, helps preserve the Earth's natural resources, and improves the overall environment state, which is our ultimate goal. Besides our ultimate goal, we also have three main objectives, which are reducing plastic pollution, transform plastic to eco-bricks, and contribute to the three SDGs, which are SDG number 6, SDG number 13, and SDG number 14. Now, you may wonder, based on our objective number 2, what is an eco-brick? Now, eco-brick is very fascinating. First of all, it's a plastic bottle which is filled with compressed plastics, but the plastics inside is cut into pieces and firmly packed together. Now, this takes up a lot of time, even though it has a lot of benefits. Hence, not a lot of people practice this. However, it's a very good practice. Now, with this eco-bricks, you can build houses, boats, furniture, and etc. There are many things you can do with this eco-bricks, which is very useful and very good to the environment. Method for our innovation is that we place the absorption balls and net inside the gun. Pull the trigger of the gun in order for the net to be released, and the net will collect the rubbishes and the balls, which are made of polymer, and will absorb the oil. The rubbishes collected then will be cleaned up to avoid contamination, and the clean rubbishes will be used to make eco-bricks. This is a more visual way of explaining. As you can see, there'll be a gun, a fake gun, as a toy gun, and then there'll be a large net. And at the end of the net, there'll be polymer balls which absorbs oil from the surface of the ocean, and the net will be mainly used to capture the rubbishes from the ocean. And the plastics that we have collected will go through the shredder, and of course it will be sterilized first to avoid contamination, and the plastics will go through a shredder and be cut into smaller bits, and the smaller bits will then go through the funnel and activate the sensor. The sensor then would activate the compressor, and the compressor will compress the small plastic into the bottle. Once the plastic bottle is filled with compressed plastics, then an eco-brick will form, and it will build houses and so on. Here's the more visual way of explaining. As I said, the plastics will go through shredder will go through compressor, and the compressor will compress the plastics into the plastic bottle. Here are a few applications of STEM and Gripster, which are science and chemistry. Now, why does it take so long for plastics to break down? In summary, is because the chemical bonds in plastic materials are not accessible or familiar to bacteria in nature. Besides that, there are plenty of dispersants that are used to absorb the oil on the surfaces of the ocean. Hence, we are just contributing our part and coming up with ideas on what we can use in order to lessen the oils on the surface. Then we also have physics, which explains the Boyle's law and the Charles law, and also explains how momentum is applied in our. And we have technology, which includes sensors and electrical circuits in summary. Furthermore, in engineering, we will be researching on the material to build the body of Gripster, the gun, and the machine itself. And in mathematics, is basically essentially the Pythagoras theorem of how we can calculate the distance between target and Gripster.
Why Gripster is such a great innovation? So Gripster is new and an outstanding idea that has never been taught before. It is also fun and safe for all ages to play. Gripster could be used easily. It also promotes a healthy environment. With this, it would spread awareness regarding the current environmental situation. With this, it could promote children to innovate creative ideas for a better future, and this would also incite creative thinking in their children's mind. We conducted a survey and we had 20 responses. In total, 6 questions have been asked to the respondents. First, we asked, do you think seas, rivers, and streams are filled with plastics? Most of the respondents said yes. Second, we asked, would you want our seas, rivers, and streams to be filled with plastics? Most of them answered no. Thirdly, do you feel uncomfortable swimming in a sea full of plastics? They answered yes. We even asked, do you want to save marine life? They answered yes, they would want to save marine life. In your opinion, why do you think there are a lot of plastics in the ocean? They said it's because of littering, no place to store the plastics, and humans' laziness to clear up the plastics. Lastly, we asked, would you want an innovation that could clear the plastics in an interesting way? All of them answered yes. Gripster's impact towards environment and society. With Gripster, people can reduce their waste and benefit from it in a more efficient way. One of the methods used in Gripster is eco-bricks. Eco-bricks can be used to create more eco-friendly house, furniture, and boats. People can create and explore new ways to use eco-bricks using their own creativity. They want to make a chair or etc. Gripster makes humans do less work, but it will still be a good outcome towards the environment. Gripster makes it an easier and efficient way of cleaning up and reducing plastic waste. Less environmental pollution will happen, and it will promote a healthier and cleaner ecosystems. These are the references that we used. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.